Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna guide you through getting the Shadowbringer's Crafter Relic tool the easiest way possible. Currently it's patch 6.1. The gear I'm using is gonna be the purple script left side, 570, and level 90 rings, well, accessories, with only CP melded. Basically only CP capped, nothing else. No other stats melded as of right now. Same with the offhand, it's level 90. With only CP capped. And left side, as I said, purple scripts. 570 item level. The tool, we have to use the tool that the quest gives us, so that will come. And here is the quest near the firmament in Ishgard Foundation. Obviously, first things first, we accept the quest. Skysteel tool unlock. And after you complete that quest, we will get another one. Accept it. The next step is going inside the Skysteel manufactory, just where you are. The Skysteel tool exchange. And we have to get a prototype first. We are doing it for Weaver, so first we get a Weaver prototype. It costs 80k gil. You also get one prototype coffer from the quest itself you can use, instead of paying the 80k gil. Or you can save it for another class later. A Skysteel needle. Let's equip it. And we have to augment it twice for the quest. In order to augment it, click here, augmentation. So let's go over to the needle that we just got a prototype for. We have to get 20 oddly specific moonbeam silks first. We have to craft them, and the only way to craft them is having the prototype equipped. If you go to your crafting log, there was a tab for Ishgard Restoration, and then Skysteel Tools. There's the Moonbeam Silk. And now we have to get the materials for it. The oddly specific materials, keep this in mind because you need it for the other materials as well. Like there's an oddly specific cotton for both of the augmentation steps, and you can get that with white crafter scripts. So script exchange, materials miscellany, level 80, and if you scroll down, the oddly specific materials are all down here. So we need the cotton, 20 cotton. For the first two augmentations, here are the first two steps. First we need 20 of the specific moonbeam silk, and then we're gonna need 30 oddly specific velvet, and so that's 50 total oddly specific cottons. And the second material is gathered with botanist. You can have your botanist retainer get it, or just buy it from the market board if it's not too expensive. Okay, so let's start working on the first step. It's very easy. Since you are level 90 and this is alt content, it's level 80 recipes. You can use Trained Eye to get 100% HQ instantly. And groundwork. 2 groundworks and you're good to go. Again, here's my gear. Obviously the prototype. You can't craft this without having the prototype equipped to begin with. Purple script, 570 left side. Level 90 craftable spinning wheel, 560, and 560 craftable accessories HQ with CP capped. CP capped on the spinning wheel as well. Now we don't need the CP right now, but it's for the last step. For now we're on the first two steps. So yeah, just rinse and repeat. Get your 20 moonbeam silks. Okay, so I got the 20 moonbeam silks. Now make sure to have the prototype unequipped and or in your inventory, otherwise this doesn't work. It's very annoying. Just make sure you have another tool of that crafter class you are working on the tool for. This way you can change it when you wanna do the steps and hand it in. You can't hand it in if you have it equipped, that's the thing. Anyway, here is it. The prototype plus the 20 we just made. And you will get Skysteel needle +1. Now we equip the +1. Once you equip the +1, it's time to do the velvets. Same thing there, just different second material, and you need 30 instead of 20. Alright, we got the 30 velvets, +1 augmentation. Now we get the dragon song needle. Equip that, and we get to complete that quest. And then the next step, if in everyone's best interest. Okay, once you complete those two quests, now we have a new one. Take this quest as Weaver, that's the one we're working on. Alright, accept. Alright, now we need 90 pots of Weaver's Gobigu along with the Dragon Song Needle itself to hand into her. And how you get the Gobigus is with Dennis. He has new options available. If we go to specific materials exchange crafting, here they are. Weaver's Gobigu. We need to craft specific cloth, and depending on collectability, how much collectability you have on them, you get 2, 3, or 5 Gobigus. We're gonna obviously aim for 5 and get max collectability, and those are added to your crafting recipes. So this is the third step upgrade. Same thing, we have to get more fleece. So if we get max collectability, we get 5 each for each of these crafts. And we need 90. That means we need 18 more oddly specific for this step. And then the cotton ball from botanist. Oh yeah, by the way, it's oddly specific fleece. Before it was oddly specific cotton. I got confused too. It's two different materials. But both are bought the same way with white scripts. So I've done 17 with max collectability. This should be the last one we need. Same thing, just trained eye and then 2 groundworks. And I should finish it. These ones are annoying because you need 1 inventory slot for each. Okay, crafting and then hand them in. The handing in part is quick though. You just click trade. Now we should have 90. Yeah, we have 90. Now what you do is unequip the Dragon Song Needle. And now we can hand it into the quest. And that's that step done. Next step, the tools of tomorrow. Undertaker's Weaver, okay. So they need 105 of the highly viscous. So the highly viscous is gotten the same way. You can get 5 for max collectability. So 21. We need 21 oddly specific fleece. Before we needed 18. 18 plus 21. 39 total fleece. Assuming you don't fail, you get max collectability every time. And oddly specific cotton, it was 20 first and then 30 for the second step. So 50 cotton and 39 fleece is what you need. It's the same thing for the other classes. Obviously it's different material, not fleece, but you can kind of plan out your materials with the scripts beforehand. That way you know exactly how many you need. Now you learn it through this video. Alright, so now we just craft the 21 oddly specific woolen cloth. I'm gonna do that. Alright, on to the last craft. Now this takes 2 steps to finish with the groundwork. So what we do is trained eye and then veneration. This way we don't have to do 3 groundworks, because groundworks is slower animation than just doing the veneration. And that is that. Oops. Okay, hand this in. And equip the tool as usual. Hand in the quest. Alright. So that's the second last step done. And now on to the last step. The last step is in the firmament here. So, okay, let's accept the quest as Weaver, as usual. Okay, they need 60 oddly delicate needle parts. Alright. Oddly delicate materials. Okay. So, in order to get 60, we have to get 20. We have to craft 20 of these with max collectability. Because each max collectability gives us 3 delicate parts. So we're gonna need 20. And here it is, it's expert recipes. So we cannot use trained eye on this. So I'm gonna work out a macro. Alright, shoutouts to Dr. Momotsi for this macro. You need to have specialist on. Gear is the same still, with a Skysteel needle equipped. You need to have it equipped, otherwise you can't do the recipe in the first place. Gear is still the same, we just added the specialist, the Soul of Weaver, Soul Crystal. We need it for the extra stats it gives. And gear is still all the same. But we also need the crafter delineations. You can either buy them from the market board or spend white scripts. They cost 10 white scripts each. We need one of these per craft. for the Heart and Soul ability. It's included in the macro. Keep in mind, if you don't have it, the macro will not finish and it will fail. You lose your material, so be sure to have that in your inventory. We need Craftsman Cunning Draught for extra CP, and we also need the Chai food for CP and control. Okay, we're good to go. Let's do it. Here is all the materials. 20 crafts if you reach max collectability. Now keep in mind, you will not reach max collectability every time. It's really RNG based. So be sure to get more materials than 20. But if you reach max, you only need to hand in 20 to finish the tool. I'm gonna just give you a couple examples to show. I'm just gonna show you going through the macro a couple times. Here's macro number 1. But yeah, keep an eye on your drought. It's 15 minutes per drought. If it runs off and you forget, you might fail the craft. So be careful. Same with food and delineations. That's macro number 1 done. Macro number 2. Oh, we reached max collectability. Awesome. On that one. So now it's at Heart and Soul. So if you don't have the delineation, the Heart and Soul won't go off and you will fail most likely fail, unless you have durability left. It can happen that because of the conditions you get durability left, but most of the time you won't. Alright, let's do it again just to show it. Macro number 2. Very nice, so we do get max collectability most of the time, so that's awesome. Thanks again to Dr. Momochi for this macro. That's actually his Grade 4 Expert recipe macro that I already shared before, like a few months ago. I just reused it for this. It just worked, fortunately. It just works for this recipe, basically. So yeah, just rinse and repeat until you have the 60 oddly delicate needle parts. Let's exchange the ones I made. So just keep going. And that wraps up this guide. Hope you enjoy your new shiny tool. If you found it helpful, please like the video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the content further, you can do that on Twitch or Patreon. On Twitch I show my guild making, and Patreon you will get these guides earlier. Really appreciate all the support. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.